a beginner yogi, teaching herself yoga through different resources on YouTube. Mostly been going through different flows and reacting during them. So today we're going to do a 20-minute yoga for flexibility. It's a yoga with Cassandra. It's a 20-minute yin class essentially, and it's designed for bedtime, but I have not been able to rest my mind, body, spirit at all today, and it's a weekend, and it's just been disorganized internally, and I felt that this was appropriate for a rest. We'll get that done over the past, I know I missed last week for filming, but I have been actually flowing, getting to the mat pretty consistently this week. Been doing some more strength-based vinyasas, very short, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, but still I'm getting back into it after my hand is recovering, and I've been getting some different medical help with my GI thing, which has left me a little bit more positive and optimistic about getting through this and getting support and feeling heard, because feeling heard in Western medicine situations is just near impossible when you have invisible chronic illness or invisible disabilities. Anyway, that's my rant. It's been a crazy, almost 7 months documenting this whole process, going through all the ups and downs, but that's the cool thing about yoga, is that it can be your partner in your life. It can be by your side, and it can be what you need it to be, and you can be what it needs to be. So anyway, let's get started. So yin yoga is I think it is my favorite type of yoga. It is very restorative, but it's not restorative. There's a little bit of extra push you give your body when you're in the poses. Finding your edge is what they call it. Yoga instructors promoting their 30-day yoga challenge, which we're not doing. We're just doing this 20-minute one. I'm going to start in child's pose with a side bend, apparently. Let's see. I notice when I do child's pose, my instinct is to keep my legs curled like this, but I think it's time to really relax into it. Feet down against the ground. So a side bend, child's pose. So I really feel that length all the way through my right shoulder. Child's pose, no matter what, to me feels always like a great place to come home to. The instructor's nice. They give a mantra for the student, and the mantra for this class is, I am grateful for all that I have. I am grateful for all that I have, which is true, and it's really easy to get down in the dumps in today's world. But a lot of us, at least the people in my circle, do lead happy, healthy lives to some degree, and it is important to check in with that side of it, instead of just all the chaos and craziness. In yoga, you stay in the poses for a long period of time, probably 3 to 5 minutes, and then 5 to 10 in some extremes. I already feel how tense my upper shoulder into, I guess, my, upper arm is really tense just sitting here. Mind you, I've already done a flow today, and I've gone to the gym, and I've been doing chores, and I'm still tense here. It's just years of being crunched up, and now years of sitting at a desk. I'm crunched, bro. I know that's not what the kids are saying. We're chopped. My shoulders are chopped. That's what it is. Okay, now we're going to the other side for child's pose with a side bend. Oh my gosh. I didn't do as good of a job, but the instructor Shirley says you want to feel the ground and crawl over to your opposite side, which does keep you grounded, and it takes the movements in between poses. It makes you slow down in between poses, which is an important key to mindfulness. Something that I want to be better at. The instructor reminds us of the mantra for the class. I'm grateful for all that I have. I'm grateful for these tight-ass shoulders.
hard to lean into it. I don't think I can even get my head fully to the ground. I'm worried about the microphone, obviously, but yeah, interesting. The same kind of issues pop up when I try to do eagle arms, like there's just minimal flexibility. Um, and I think I've talked about this before, but I really wonder, because I was diagnosed with carpal tunnel, but it's never, pain is never just, pain is systemic. It's never just, even if you feel it in one spot or one or two spots, it's linked to upstream and downstream muscle groups and joints and tendons. So I have carpal tunnel. I would wonder if it's actually rooted in my upper shoulders and my little hunchback. But I don't get like tingles or I'm not getting any tingles like from my shoulder to my wrists right now. But I actually have been managing carpal tunnel better now that I'm stretching my hands and getting them back up to speed after breaking my left hand. Coming back to center. Coming into tabletop. Oh. Little counter poses to stretch your legs back. Interesting. So we're going to go into pigeon pose, which is the very common pose in Vinyasa flow, but in Yin, they actually call it a swan. I don't know why that is. Maybe swans are slower. And then I'm learning to kind of, before pigeon pose, because you want to collapse so fast because it feels good, but it is good to like slowly straighten out, kind of do a little back bend if you can, and then make your way down. The instructor has us doing a kind of side twist underneath, which is a lot, but I'm going to bring my head up to a pillow. That seems to help. We're supposed to stay twisted, but I don't see the benefit of it right now. I'm feeling enough of a stretch in my hip just doing pigeon or swan this way. So I will listen to my body. Sometimes even right now, and I felt shame. I was like, oh, I'm not doing exactly what I'm supposed to. I'm not following the instructor. I'm not pushing myself as hard as I need to get the full stretch, but I feel enough of the stretch in my leg. I don't want to push myself. If I associate negativity and hardness and difficulty with yoga in my head, I won't return to it. It's supposed to be a place of gentleness and, of course, nourishing and strengthening, but slowly and at your own pace. So easy to beat ourselves up. Yeah, I feel it super, super, super duper in my tightness in my right hip and upper leg. My jaw is always clenched too. Doesn't help that I'm chit-chatting. Not the most mindful, but I'll come to the mat again maybe tomorrow and do a longer restorative thing, but gotta keep the jaw unclenched. Coming out of it now. Wow, I just got sleepy. I'm sleepy now. Okay, going back up into tabletop. Doing a little bit of a counter pose. Oh, yeah. Okay. Left knee behind our left wrist. Yeah, I know this leg is still supposed to be at like a 90-degree angle towards it, but it's just not gonna happen. Not for quite a while. So I will sit in the stretching pose for as long as I have to and slowly build progress on flexibility there. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's probably not even gonna happen in a year. But if I stick to it, I will see some sort of progress no matter what. I get really frustrated with myself sometimes because, like, damn, I could have been practicing yoga throughout my early 20s, late teens, and, like, it would have protected me from a lot of the nonsense that I put myself through and stuff that my family put me through. And we're here now. I think about that because I'm like, yeah, it feels like it's going to be years until I unlock flexibility in my hips, like the type of flexibility that I really want, and that would feel great and I would feel free with. But I guess it's that platitude of, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the next best time to plant a tree is today. And I think about that a lot, especially as I'm entering my 30s now. Getting started is like the hardest part. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to face what yoga was going to bring up for me. And now I am. Now I want to face it all. Now I want to understand it and greet it and I want to understand it and build a respect for it, a mutual respect for it, so it can leave me alone and I can leave it alone and I can just move on and enter this next phase of my life. But that also takes time. And it's a lot of effort when you have a full-time job. Listen to me, yap, yap, yap. I definitely feel the stretch in the back of my left thigh and hip. I'm so sleepy now. Counter pose. Great to work that like this corner of the back hip. I feel like that is the sciatica part. Now we're coming into pupping pose, which is a lot like child's pose, but we don't put our chest to the ground, just our foreheads. The instructor offers us to do a reverse prayer for this one. Actually, that feels good today. The stretch feels really, really good for the shoulders. Actually, I'm not sure if my feet right now, I don't want to look up at the screen, but I'm not sure if my feet are supposed to be up or down against the ground. It's harder when they're down, so I'm going to keep them up for now. I am grateful for all that I have. Grateful for a body that can show up. I went on 2 hikes this week after work. I'm grateful my body could put up with that even after 2 very, very long days in the office. I'm not like actively stretching, but I'm breathing heavy. I'm out of breath. I really feel this in my in between my shoulder blades is really where I'm feeling it. Here we come out of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're doing side sphinx. Interesting. Okay, we can either kind of like lay like this, rise dog, but I think we're just gonna stay here. Oh, wow, I really feel a pinch in my left shoulder blade right now. Oh. I feel the stretch in my right neck, my right shoulder, and my right upper arm. I feel like I'm hanging out on the side of a couch. Hey, what's up? This instructor chooses music for a lot of their flows, and I
I'm a proponent of music. I know it's not always appropriate, but music does help me like lock in and go inward, especially when it's light, gentle piano, ambient, lo-fi music. Let my neck hang out. Okay, we're coming over to the other side. The other side, Sphinx. This is normal Sphinx. We're coming in two sides, Sphinx. She's pretty proper in her positioning of this. But for Yin, I feel like I want gravity to take over, so I'm not being as proper. So I'm sinking in. There was a class I used to take with this amazing instructor who was the first person I know to coin that yoga is slow medicine. I think he quoted someone else on that, but still, like, such a good quote. But he really emphasized like the hands. Even in downward dog, like he would come around our mats and like make sure everybody's hands were really spread out, which sucks when you have carpal tunnel. It's hard, but it helps with the strengthening of the whole arm instead of like isolating your shoulders, especially in downward dog. But yeah, so like even in this Sphinx pose, I'm trying to keep side Sphinx pose. I'm trying to keep my hands to the ground, and keep them spread out and keep them. It's okay to lean on them and like feel that support and feel the ground and really ground yourself. I think it's part of the baseline of being grounded is touching and feeling the ground and feeling the things around you, but also just knowing that you can rely on your hands and your body, and subconsciously having that little safety net goes a long way, knowing that you've got your own back in a way. I'm definitely being lazy about this one, but I needed to. I don't have a lot of energy left in me today. Okay. Taking a seat, coming out of it. Okay, so she says, we like to sit after a side Sphinx and want to pay attention to the space we've created in the shoulders, which is true. So one more time, connecting to this affirmation that she gave us. I'm grateful for all that I have. This ends in an Om, but I'm going to spare you of that right now. I'm going to do a deep breath out. Okay. Namaste. All right. We feed it. Okay, so that was week 26, I think, at this point. 25, 26. I feel very relaxed and very chill. I'm so glad that I feel like I'm getting back into a flow with yoga and making it more part of my daily life instead of just something I do ad hoc. Yes, the program, I will be getting the yoga teaching certification early 2027, so I've got a lot of time to build up to that, but I'm really looking forward to it and feeling like it's giving a lot of purpose and something to really look forward to. All right, anyway, take care of yourselves, and see you next week.